So happy Monday and happy snow day here in the Omaha Metro. So I have been thinking really since last Wednesday what today I was going to talk about. And, I, amongst millions of the rest of you, were really taken by Amanda Gorman's poem at the inauguration. And I have read it probably a dozen times and listened to it equally as many. And there's just so much richness there. But I do want to pull out a couple of things and talk about how it relates to the spiral and how that kind of struck me that way. And they're probably not going to be the ones that you think about. But so when she says that because we know our inaction and inertia will be the inheritance of the next generation, our blunders become their burdens. This is what ignoring and making excuses creates. This is the destruction, right? That our blunders, our ignoring of this, our inertia, our inaction is going to have our next generation pay the price for that. And that is why I call this destructive behavior. We may think inaction is just inaction, but it's really destruction. And so when we are not taking responsibility, right, to look at structural and institutional racism, to look at, the pay gaps, to look at, and there's a long list of things that we need to address in the way of inequities and discrimination and those kinds of things. So it's our inaction and inertia that will be the inheritance of the next generation. Our blunders become their burdens. The other piece I want to pull out, and stay with me here because I see this very, very much as spiraling up, but it's not going to sound that way in the beginning. So she says that even as we grieved, we grew. Even as we hurt, we hoped. Even as we tired, we tried. And what that says to me about spiraling up is I've never said this was easy. I've actually said that spiraling up is hard. It takes effort, it takes work. And it's not without difficulty. It's not without hurt and grief and tiredness. But when we do that, when we go here, what we get out of that grief and hurt and tiredness is exactly growth, hope, and just sheer effort for trying, right? Accomplishing, collaborating, and being in sync. So I'm still just flabbergasted by this poem and just overwhelmed by its content and its creator, frankly. And I'm sure you are too. But what stood out for you in that poem? What can you hold on to that maybe gives you some hope and gives you some drive to spiral up? Have a great week. Take good care of yourself. Be safe on those roads out there. They're bad. Please take care. Talk to you soon. Peace.